Hello everyone, greetings, welcome to another tier list video. Yeah, I know, I've been doing a lot of these tier list videos without even consent, but this one's actually different because this video actually was a kind of bit of a request. Yep, my very first requested video by one of my followers. Yes, believe it or not, is by this fellow, Papa Virgil, telling me, would you do a Yakuza Zero character tier list? And I was saying, you know what, it's not just a bad idea, and actually I will do it. And here I am. So, yep, shout out to him. It says, like, my very first YouTube shout out. Shout out to him for requesting me doing this video. So here we are. We have all the Yakuza Zero characters, and I'm gonna rank them as far as, characters and all that kind of shit. Okay, it's gonna be kind of like the main characters and the side characters as well. So yeah, I'm gonna rank them. So let's begin. Here we go. So first up we got Kuze. Kuze, a fucking badass, a literal badass character, and he is of course kind of a bit of the rival of Kiryu. Kuze, who's been framed you for the murder. Actually, like his family framed him for the murder, and he's of course a member of the three Dojima family lieutenants, one of the three, and he's left with the first boss in the game. His boss fights are amazing, and he's the type of guy that every time you knock him down, he gets back up and comes right at you immediately. He never, ever, ever gives up, and of course, by the end of the game, he basically showed respect for Kiryu for being like, damn, you're just a tough kid, and all that kind of shit. And Kuze was the guy that saw Kiryu transform to this Yakuza mode that Kiryu has, like full-fledged Yakuza mode. And he got fucking punched the ever-living fuck by Kiryu. Remember the scene with Tachibana? Tachibana got tortured, and Kiryu was like, Kuze, and then like he fucking does someone punch. It was fucking awesome. It was such awesome. Alright, Shigesawa, the final boss of the game. He's not as high as Kuze, but I give him an A tier. He doesn't show up that much in the doesn't show up that much in the story. But he's a badass final boss though, and he's pretty strong he's of course the dragon. So he's definitely the first dragon boss chronologically of the series, and this is how Kiryu, which is our boy here, of course. Kiryu S tier, that's automatic. That's not a question. Imagine. There you go. So yeah. So Shigesawa, not my least favorite. I love all the three attendants, but he's just like, he doesn't have that much of an impact on the story that much in comparison. But he's definitely definitely the drive forces, for distortion and human trafficking and all that shit, all that kind of like fucked up shit. His eulogy that he said, his eulogy that he talks about how he got to the Yakuza and all that shit. It's kind of worthless in my opinion. I don't know, but I really didn't care. I just wanted to beat the hell out of him because he's such a douchebag and all that shit. He was like the captain of the Dojima family. Yeah, he was the captain at one point. So, and you have the trainer for Majima Slugger style. The side character I really don't give him a higher rank, so I'll give the guy a C tier. Yeah, I'll give the guy a C tier. I really don't care much about it. Makoto. Makoto is a very important figure, and I give her an S tier for that. I feel like very bad for her. Like all the shit's been happening to her and all that shit, and all the amounts of pain and suffering that she dealt with her and her brother, Tachibana, and she's a very very important vital person in the story. You first see her as like, oh, she's like this massage therapist that's blind and all that shit and all that kind of stuff, and then yeah, and then she been found out as Makoto and all that kind of stuff. And she's of course the key to the empty lot. The empty lot, if you guys don't know what the empty lot is, the empty lot is a little spot of land that and if you could take control of that little pot of land, you basically can do a lot of things with it, and it's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. Probably I think double or triple the amount of money for the I don't know, like a triple amount of money, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But she's a very important character, and I really like her. She's so sweet and loving. Sarah, a very important character as well. Pretty much, he's the driving force. He's pretty much of all the side characters. He doesn't play as like a very main character as much, and he's pretty much realizing that he was underutilized. I would like to see a game that's based on him and what happened and how he became a Yakuza. And to me, I'll give him kind of an A tier, I believe. An A tier is kind of good, not in like S tier. Like he's a memorable character. Don't get me wrong, he's memorable and he's pretty much a driving force. He knew Kazuma basically from the good old days, and he's basically the leader of the. I forgot exactly the name of the business he's running. They're basically the black ops of um, the black ops of the Tojo clan. That's what it is. But he's really was like the driving force. He was like basically the Shitaro Kazuma figure of Zero. That's what he is. Shitaro Kazuma didn't do anything in the game. We just saw him on at the ending. But he is basically the replacement of him, which is a really good replacement in Zero. Reina, I really like Reina, honestly. But she doesn't do anything much in the story, so yeah, all that stuff. But she doesn't play much of this part of the story, except for one. And one, she plays a very important part of the story compared to this. Here, she doesn't play nothing. She doesn't do really anything much. Just being like providing like help for Kiryu and Nishiki. But if Yakuza Kiwami, I'll give her an S tier because she played a big part of the story. Awano, really, he's pretty much the most cockiest character out of all the three. He's the most cocky, and he, like I said, he's in the Yakuza for the money and the bitches and the hoes. Like Kuze's been in the Yakuza just to fight because he's a fighter. Shigesawa wants power and control. Awano's for the hoes and money and hoes. That's what Awano's reason. He literally said that. The reason he's in the Yakuza, he wants to get the money and hoes. That's literally it. But you think like, oh, he might be weak. No, all these three of them are strong as hell. All these lieutenants are fucking strong as fuck. And his boss fight is actually pretty damn cool and has a pretty badass theme song. Oh yeah, by the way, like all these lieutenants has badass themes. By the way, so that's that. Daigo, just like I don't really care about Daigo. He doesn't do much about the story. Kashiwagi, always of course, always being Kiryu's friend, and always almost like Kiryu's like kind of like uncle figure. Yeah, Kiryu's kind of uncle figure. That's what I think of him as, and I'll give him like an A tier for this because I like Kashiwagi personally. He hasn't played a massive roles in these Yakuza games. He's always like the good side character all the time. But really, in this game, he doesn't play that much of a big role. In comparison, like same thing with Reina, he'll play bigger roles in the other Yakuza game. I think especially number 2, he plays the biggest role in 2, and as well 3. I think it's the Ben French's biggest role. And 1, he doesn't play that much of a role. But in like definitely on 0 doesn't play much, and as well 1 the same thing. But I really have a soft spot for Kashiwagi, and I give him an A tier because I don't I will give him like a B tier, but I give him an A tier because he has a boss fight, and he has basically one of the quickest QTEs of all time. So actually, yeah, I should definitely put him in A tier. I always like him. What's this guy's name again? Nishtani. Nishtani S tier. He's basically the cat. So this is the Mad Dog of Yakuza 0. Majima's the Mad Dog of Shimano, but this is the real Mad Dog. The Mad Dog of Satombore. He is the patriarch of the Kinjin clan, Ultimate Alliance Kinjin clan. He is basically what drives Majima to become the Mad Dog that he is today. This guy's basically Yakuza 1 Majima. In like basically Majima, current day Majima in Yakuza 0 form. This is basically Nishtani. He kind of like the Joker. He kind of reminds me of the Joker, the Phoenix, the what's it called this? Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. He kind of looks like wears the same outfit actually. Kind of realizing, yeah. And he's he's pretty badass for even his small appearances. He doesn't appear that much into the story, but he left on an impression that I'll never forget. This guy left on me an impression that I'll never forget. Tachibana, a fan favorite, pretty much one of the best side characters in the game. The number one best. He's not even a side. He's a main character. One of the main characters in the series. 8 S tier. He's pretty much a fan favorite. How nice he is. When I first saw him, he's pretty much was a bit suspicious when you first meet him at the end of chapter 1, the very first chapter of the game, the very first level. And you think like, oh my god, this guy might be kind of like suspicious and all that stuff. The man had been through so much pain all over the years. And of course, these two are brother and sister. I didn't expect these two to be related whatsoever. Even these two are pretty much Chinese descent. These two are Chinese descent. Both these characters are Chinese descent, but live in Japan most of their lives. His death to me is the saddest death in all of Yakuza. To me, I felt so fucking sad, and it kind of like always brought a tear to my eye every time he dies. Like I don't really want him to die, and at this point, he's right now under the Millennium Tower. That's like that's like the worst thing. If you really think about it, they literally build the Millennium Tower under him. He's literally the Millennium Tower is, under the Millennium Tower is actually Tachibana's grave. They built the fucking Millennium Tower under his grave. That's fucked up, man. You really think about it, it's fucked up. Oda, universally hated. Hold on, I have no, I don't think anyone likes him. Such a douchebag. I hate him. I don't care about him. Lee, I'm hesitant to give him an A tier, but I think a B tier will do. Doesn't mean I hate the guy. Doesn't mean that he's like not as worthy, but to me, I believe that he played not much of the story, but he's really a literal badass character. Like, very kind, and his boss fights are okay. The first encounter boss fight was awesome. The second encounter is the same. So really, and he tried to protect Makoto from all these fucking Ultimate Alliance people, and the Yakuza tried to fuck with him and shit. So that's one of the things. Shimano, just C tier. He didn't do really anything, if I can remember correctly. Shintaro Kazuma, C tier as well. I hate to put them both in C tier because they didn't do nothing. Like, especially Kazuma, he didn't do anything in the game. He doesn't do anything. Unlike 1 and 2, Yakuza 1, where he played a very important role. These two have played important roles in the game. This one, you see like Shimon that much in terms of story. He doesn't drive the story at all. Sohei Dojima, a total asshole, of course. An A tier. He's basically the main antagonist of the main antagonist of Zero, and I remember I played Yakuza Kiwami and saying that this man was in his prime in the 80s. This man was in his prime. And heck, the Dojima family in the 80s were the top dogs of the Tojo clan. They're pretty much the number one family of the Tojo clan. Like below, so basically these two characters are working for him because he's basically the top guy. Sagawa, by far a villain that I love to hate. A S tier. RGG Studios really creates something of an amazing. They create a character that's just like literally that makes you like they really create a character so good that you love to hate him. Unlike this guy who's been universally hated, I love this guy. When I first played, I was like, this guy's such a dick. I want to beat the shit out of him. Like, you want to, like, you know that there's like some moments that say you want to beat the fuck out of Majima. Please beat the shit out of him. But I really, really, really like Sagawa. I love his portrayal. Like, he is the type of villain I love to hate. Yeah, I love to hate. He is amazing. The way they write, the way the writing on this character is fucking top notch. Like, makes you want to fucking despise him so bad. And that's why I like him a lot. It gives you that, because there's not a lot of villains like that has this type of mentality. Like, you know, you love to hate him mentality. The last person that had that was Voss from Far Cry 3. It comes close to this guy right here. I think these two will be kind of good. I'm not even a big Far Cry fan, but if you have the character with this mentality, you just love to hate. It's just amazing. Like, you know, the character that's like literally so hated in nature, but you just can't help but to like the guy. That's how I feel about him. Yeah, I'm fucking praising this guy. I don't care. I'm praising him. He's awesome. Nishiki. I'll give him an A tier. If it was Yakuza Kiwami, I'll give him an S tier. He plays a pretty much important part, of course, being he's basically a side character. He's not really a main character. You feel like kind of a side character in this one. But hell, this man right here is going to become like the biggest, like one of my favorite villains of the Yakuza series. He became one of my favorite villains. Yeah, everybody knows that in this game, Nishiki was kind of like, you know, he's strong, but not as strong as he was in Yakuza Kiwami. His boss fight is really fun. I like his boss fight. I love his theme. Like in the, for Fate, it's called. Yeah, another variation of Who's Sake, Yakuza Who's Sake version. Really, really good boss fight. Really good boss fight, and I love Nishikiyama. You know, really like the guy. And this man, his character was very fleshed out in Yakuza Kiwami 1. If it was Kiwami 1, I'll give him an S tier because he's fucking awesome in that game. And then you got Yuki that I just don't give a crap of. I just don't care. I give a C tier. She's cute anyways. So that's pretty much it. So Kiryu Majima S tier because it's Kiryu Majima. That's automatic. That's literally automatic. You cannot tell anything. So yeah, there you go. So you have all the list here. In my opinion, those are my characters on my list. Kuze, Kiryu, Makoto, Majima, Nishtani, Tachibana, and Sagawa, all S tier. Awano, Sarah, Shigusawa, Kashiwagi, Nishiki, and Sohei are all A tier. I don't know what. You know, there's one character missing from this list. I kind of just realized. Where the fuck is Lagway? Where is he? Why is he on this list? That's bullshit. He's not on this list. If Lagway's in this, I'll give him kind of an A. I'll give him an S tier. If Lagway was in this list, because he's not in this list for some stupid reason, I'll put him in S tier. He got an intimidating presence. If you play the Japanese version, the Western version, and his boss fight's pretty damn sick, even Steam. Then you got B tier, which is not really much around, like, you know, like Reina and Lee. Then we get trainer from, I don't know why the trainer. I don't know where the other trainer's at, since you have him. Like, I don't know, and why you here. And if I exclude those two characters right here, which I'm gonna exclude them, they really just don't. Nobody just shouldn't care about those characters. Ah, fuck it. Oh well. So we got Shimano, and because these two didn't play much of the story compared to Yakuza 1. Then we got Daigo and Oda. Oda's just bottom tier. Just fuck that guy. No one likes him. Yeah. Well, that concludes the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will do, of course, if you guys want me to do more of them. If you have any requests for any other tier list, let me know down in the comments, and I'll do another one. And I'm doing a lot of these because I really don't think I have any content, honestly. I should definitely do this kind of like a weekly thing. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that concludes the video, and yeah. See ya. Oh, wait. We thought we're done. No, we're not done yet. Actually, since we're here, let's do something different. Yes, the karaoke tier list. I'm literally looking forward to it, of course. So here we go. We're gonna do. This is literally the entire music of the old soundtrack. So that's literally the entire soundtrack. Holy shit! This is literally the entire soundtrack for all the Yakuza games, which is awesome. This is gonna be a lengthy one as well. Holy shit, it's gonna be dope. Okay, so let's begin. As Long as You're Happy by Majima and Yakuza Kiwami 2. I love this song. It's one of my top favorite songs. It's really sweet and talks about it talks about Majima letting go someone just for their happy, just to let them happy and all that stuff. It's really deep. It has really good tune and all that stuff. All right, we'll get the Bucket ties later. I'm gonna skip all the way to Fucking Beautiful Butterfly. I listened to this version, and I would say this could be better, to be honest. It's not really my favorite version, but Kiryu's version, perfection. I love it. I love it. I love the sound. I love Kiryu's version. So sick in the way. It's just so emotion. 24 Hour Cinderella, S tier. Fucking awesome theme song. Awesome. Amazing. Today, okay, I want to change myself. I don't really remember this song, so I don't really remember it. So, I don't remember this song, or I haven't heard of it. Today's like a diamond. Very good song, very cheery, and I think I'll give him in here. But this song is the darkest song, if not the darkest song in the whole Yakuza like karaoke song. If you want to know what the fuck this shit means, like, bruh, it's ridiculous. Yeah, this is the darkest song in the series. This song talks about fucking death and shit. It literally, if you like read the freaking this like the English translation to the song, it's fucked up, bruh. Hands. You get this song by beating Yakuza 6, by the way. You get this song. It's basically just it's okay. It's average. It's an okay song. And I don't know these two songs, so at this point, so I don't know these two songs because I don't remember the song, so I don't know about the song. Sorry, Haruka. Judgment. Yes. Fucking S tier. What the fuck, bruh? No, just go. S tier. There you go. Yeah. This song is badass. Fucking amazing song. Lonely Loop. Lonely Loop. I can't remember some of the music from Haruka and Yakuza 5, so I can't remember much. Country Lullaby. It's average song, It's average. Machine Gun Kiss, we're gonna say that later as well. Let Me Tell My Life, that song is fucking metal as fuck. It's fucking S tier, metal as hell. Perfection. Camacho Puro and Camarocho. Yeah, it's a very good song. I'm gonna save that for later. Love You So Much. So much more. Not because I can't remember these songs. Spring Breeze, just Spring Breeze, just I just don't care. I just delete it. I'm sorry. Okay, the future I dream of. This song is really good. Actually, this song is really, I would say, is like quite nice. It actually matches like Ichiban's character. I listened to it and it was really good. Tonight, restart from this night. It's quite nice. It's sad. It's fucking sad. Okay, Pride Despair. If you said just the Kiryu version, that's it. I would say give it an A tier. But with Majima, it's a fucking perfection song. Yeah, with Majima. Uh, Sakura 2000. Uh, it's quite nice. It's shortest song, but it's pretty nice. Get to the top. Her version is just delete it. I just don't care. Majima's version, fucking crazy shit, man. It's crazy. Fucking hell. It's nuts. It's hard as well. This is from Yakuza Zero. Not Zero, Yakuza. I don't know which Yakuza game it was. Yeah. Alright, I don't care. I don't know these songs. No. No, I don't know the song. It's the same song, literally. Heartbreak Mermaid. I love Heartbreak Mermaid. It is quite a nice song. Moment of, I don't know what the fuck is that. I forgot. There's some songs I don't even know. I've never heard. Okay, 3 times Sunshine. I think Direct Sunshine. Delete this. I just don't like the song. It's just too. I just don't like it. Ridge of Love. I love Ridge of Love actually. It's quite a damn nice song actually. Shooting Star. Oh, got it. Okay. Let's go to Pure Love and Kamurocho. Let's get those first. Okay. Ryuji's version is pretty freaking awesome. I like Ryuji's singing. He's pretty singing. Freaking sick. Pure Love and Kamurocho, I think with all the characters are just like A tier. Like this song, like in total, all characters are A tier. Okay, Machine Gun Kiss. Okay, Adachi's version is average. Kiryu's version is badass. Kiryu's always, because the voice actor is a singer, so of course he got that edge. Shinada's is quite average as well. So those songs are average. Alright. It's time for the voting of the Bakamitai, everyone's favorite fucking song. Okay, so Akiyama's version. Akiyama's version is quite good. It's quite good. I really like Akiyama's version. Kiryu's version, of course, the top tier, number one. Yeah, of course, it's obvious. Everyone loves the song like fucking crazy nowadays. Namba's version. Namba's version is average. I think it's average. Namba's version, I heard it. It was a bit average. Bakamitai Sajima's version is quite average as well. I think these are average. And the rest songs I don't know nothing about. All these I don't know about them or have no memories of them. So they're all going to be in this one I have a remember. So yeah. I never heard of it, so there you go. So here's the list, I guess. So see, Butterfly, Judgment, Wishing Kiss, As Long As You're Happy. You know, some of these Yakuza 7 songs I probably didn't hear them. Yeah. And then mostly other songs I don't know of. So there you go. So yeah, so that's the end, guys, of the video. I have done it's actually a 2-part video like I did with the God of War video. It's going to be for 2 things. One's going to be for the Yakuza 0 tier list. And the other is going to be for the, this, which is basically the karaoke songs, which I'm so happy I found it. So, yeah. So yeah guys, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you guys now in the next video. See ya.